Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel. And welcome back to the 1991 playoffs in Payoff... Excuse me, I had to cough there. Welcome back to the 1991 playoffs in Payoff Pitch Baseball. We're just about set for Game 3 of the NLCS between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Los Angeles Dodgers after our adventure in Star Realms yesterday. While the fans file into Dodger Stadium for this Thursday morning baseball, let's take a look at the updated brackets. In the American League, the Oakland Athletics lead the ALCS over the Kansas City Royals 3-0, and they can close it out in Game 4 later this afternoon. As for the NL, we see that the Pittsburgh Pirates hold a 2-0 lead over the Los Angeles Dodgers in a series that, quite frankly, probably isn't even that close, given that the Pirates have outscored the Dodgers 16-3 in the course of those first two games. Anyway, again, fans are filing into Dodger Stadium, and we're expecting a sellout this, even for Thursday morning baseball on Independence Day. Say that 5 times fast. Anyway, let's go ahead and meet the starting pitchers, and first up, we'll meet the Pirates starting pitcher. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, a left-hander, John Smiley. 20-8 with a 3.08 ERA, 207 2/3 innings pitched, 194 hits, 17 homers, 44 walks, and 129 strikeouts in 91. Last time we saw him in this postseason, he managed to he managed to 4-hit the New York Mets in Game 3 of the National League Division Series of that round. On the way to the Pirates taking a 2-1 lead and ultimately finishing off the Mets in 4 games. So that's who will be on the mound for the Pirates today. With that, let's go meet the Dodgers starting pitcher, and we'll take our first look at Dodger Stadium. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers is going to be Tim Belcher. 10-9 with a 2.62 ERA, 209 1/3 innings pitched, 189 hits, 10 homers, 75 walks, and 156 strikeouts in 91. Last time we saw him in this postseason, he took the loss in Game 3 to the Atlanta Braves, as the Braves extended their season 1 extra game before ultimately being dispatched in 4. As for Dodger Stadium, Pitchers Park. Left-handed batters get a 1-40 on a wheelhouse on a ballpark check, and 1-37 for righties on a ballpark check. So all of our switch hitters will be batting lefty to try to take advantage of even a moderately less punishing wheelhouse. With that, let's move over to the main game area as the fans are almost done filing in. It is a sea of blue in Dodger Stadium today, as the Dodgers come home in a deep 2-0 hole against a very powerful Pirates lineup. With that, the pregame festivities are wrapping up, so let's go ahead and play ball. Before we go any further into this video, I do want to mention that for any games this weekend, my fast score house rule will not be in effect, because today is essentially the start of a 4-day weekend for me, so I definitely will have time to play all of these games out to a finish. With that out of the way, the Dodgers are going to start getting loose in the field, as it is a sea of blue here this morning. So let's take our first look at the Pirates starting lineup as the Dodgers start getting loose. Leading off, we'll have Mike LaValliere catching. Gary Varsho is in right field. Barry Bonds is in left field. Bobby Bonilla is at third base. Andy Van Slyke is in center field. Orlando Merced is at first base. Jay Bell is at shortstop. Jose Lind is at second base. And John Smiley is batting off of pitcher hitting card 3. And that's the lineup that Belcher has to deal with today. Leading off the game for the Pirates will be Mike LaValliere, the catcher. So all 3 of his home runs in 91 coming against right-handed pitching. And Tim Belcher, of course, is a righty. We are using blue and white dice today. Dodgers are the home team. Game 3 of the NLCS. Pirates lead the series 2-0. Dodgers trying to avoid going down 0-3. Dodger fans on their feet for this one. Belcher will look in at Scotia for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup. And how will this game go? The only way we're going to find out is let's go to the first pitch. Let's see, 9 is going to be a patient 7, and Lavalier will lead off the game with ball 4, and that will be a walk. Slider misses the zone for Belcher, and that's a leadoff walk for Gary Varsho. Varsho hit all 4 of his home runs against right-handed pitching. Lavalier is a C4, which would be a very good chance. Jump of 3 against a hold of 8. I don't think the Pirates are going to get aggressive this early. Varsho's got decent power. They're going to let him swing away. The infield for the Dodgers will go to double play depth, though. Belcher will look into Scotia for the sign. Belcher will glance over to Lavalier at first. Belcher will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is going to be a defense check. Somebody's got to play defense for the Dodgers. That ball is hit to shortstop. It's a possible error chance for the Dodgers. Shortstop is Griffin. His error rating is a 3. And I don't think it's going to matter too much, but I'll re-roll that. That's going to be an error. He's going to boot that one, and that'll be a one-base error. Lavalier will make it to second. Varsho will make it to first. And the Dodgers are not looking very good right now, as that's going to be an E6, and everybody's safe. And here's the ever-dangerous Barry Bonds. He hit 18 of his 25 home runs against right-handed pitching. Lavalier's still not a threat to do much on the base paths. Belcher will look into Scotia for the sign. Dodger Stadium suddenly nervous. Pirates already have something cooking with nobody out in the top of the first. Belcher will get the sign from Scotia. Belcher will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 5. And against a righty, that's going to be ball 4. Ball will miss the zone. And the bases are full of Buccaneers, as Belcher is already not having a good inning at all. Here comes Bobby Bonilla. 4 of his 18 home runs coming against left-handed pitching. The infield is going to call the corners in. Actually, they're going to bring the infield completely in, because they're already looking at a lot of trouble here. Dodgers Stadium, very nervous. Bases are loaded. Bobby Bonilla's got pretty good power. Belcher will look into Scotia for the sign. Belcher will set. He will look over to Lavalier at third. Varsho at second. Bonds at first. Belcher will kick. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 18. And Bonilla tries to do too much with a slider for strike 3. That will be the first out of the inning. Bobby Bonilla trying to get the first runs of the game and trying to do too much with it. Here's Andy Van Slyke. He hit 13 of his 17 home runs against right-handed pitching. Dodger faithful, still very nervous. Corner, the infield is going to stay in. Even though a double play now gets them out of the inning, Van Slyke doesn't hit into a lot of them. Belcher will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Dodger Stadium hoping for a good pitch. And here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 59. And Belcher is going to walk in the first run of the game. Here comes Lavalier to score. Varsho will make it to third. Bonds to second. Van Slyke to first. And the Pirates now have a 1-0 lead. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Orlando Merced. Merced hit all 10 of his home runs against right-handed pitching. The infield now is going to send the corners in. That way they can still have a chance for a double play up the middle, but they want to try to keep Varsho from scoring and making the damage any worse. Belcher will look in at Scotia for the sign. Dodger Stadium hoping for a good pitch. Belcher will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is a tough 26. Merced's going to swing through a changeup for strike 3, and that will be the second out of the inning. And here's Jay Bell. Bell hit 10 of his 16 home runs against right-handed pitching. 2 outs, top of the first. Pirates know they've got to get more out of this than just the 1 run. Belcher will look into Scotia for the sign. He'll look over to Varsho at third, Bonds at second, Van Slyke at first. Belcher will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 8. And Bell's going to get frozen by a curveball for strike 3. Inning over. The Pirates leave the bases loaded. Stadium sighs. Phew. 1 run on 3 walks, an error, and no hits somehow. But the score is now 1-0 in favor of the Pirates as we head into the bottom of the first with the Dodgers coming to bat. Okay. As the Pirates now start to get loose in the field, we'll take our first look at the Dodgers lineup. Leading off for the Dodgers, we have Stan Javier in left field, Alfredo Griffin at shortstop, Darryl Strawberry in right field, Brett Butler is in center field, Mike Sharperson is at third base, Juan Samuel is at second base, Eddie Murray is at first, Mike Scioscia's catching, and Tim Belcher will be hitting off of pitcher hitting card 3. Leading off, we've got Stan Javier. He hit 1 homer in 91, but it was against a righty. John Smiley, of course, is a lefty. Smiley will look into Lavalier for the sign. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 10 is going to be a tough 4, and Javier is going to get frozen by a splitter that catches the bottom of the zone for strike 3, and that will be the first out of the inning. And here's Alfredo Griffin. Griffin hit no homers in 91. Smiley will look in at Lavalier for the sign. Here he will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 77, and it's going to be a fly ball into center field. Coming in for that one is going to be Van Slyke. He'll get under that one, making the catch at a jog, and that will be the second out of the inning. Here's the ever-dangerous Darryl Strawberry. 11 of his 28 homers coming against right-handed pitching. Smiley looking into Lavalier for the sign. Smiley will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 55, and Strawberry is going to swing through a changeup for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the first. Score remains 1-0 Pirates after 1. Top of the second coming up, and we'll be looking at the bottom of the Pirates order due up next. Belcher and Dodger Stadium sighing in relief because they know they should have been down by more than that in this coming into the second inning. They're grateful that it's only the 1 run. Leading off the top of the second for the Pirates, Jose Lind, 1 of his 3 homers coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Belcher looking in at Scotia for the sign. Belcher will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 4 is going to be an in-play 93. That's a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one is going to be Javier, ranging back for that one, but he'll have plenty of room to make the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. Here's John Smiley. As usual, no individualized batting stats on the pitcher hitting cards. Belcher will look into Scotia for the sign. Dodger Stadium, not liking what they see so far. Pirates are up 1-0 already. Belcher will set, and here's the pitch. 4 is an in-play 0-0. We're going to have a rare play with the bases empty. Let me just find my rare play chart. Bases empty, in play. Here we go. Okay. $61. Bases empty, in play. Roll a d6. If the result is 1, 2, or 3, the batter hits a ground ball up the middle that trickles through the infield for a single. If the result is 4 or 5, the next batter also hits a ground ball up the middle for a single. Runner advances 1 base. If the result is a 6 and the batter singles and the next batter hits into a 1-6-3 double play. So let's see what happens here. That's a 1, so Smiley's going to help out his own cause with a base hit. That'll be an S8, right? That trickles through the infield. Let's call that an S4, I guess. So he's going to hit an S4 to help his own cause, and he'll be on first with a 1-out single. The Dodger infield will go to double play depth, and here's Lavalier. Lavalier today doesn't actually have an official at bat. He's got a walk. Let me just double check that. Okay. All right, so now that we've got that straight, let's see. Smiley is also a C3. They're not going to send Smiley right now. Could they have Lavalier bunt? No, I don't think they're going to have him bunt here. Lavalier will wait for the pitch. Belcher will get the sign from Scotia. Belcher will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be an in-play 66. That's going to be a ground ball over to short. The infield is at double play depth. It is an 8 or less. The side is retired. Side retired easily. Griffin will get to that one. He'll step on the bag himself, throw it over to Murray at first, and that's going to be a G6-3 double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! Dodgers get out of trouble. As we get ready for the bottom of the second, where the Pirates will be looking at the middle of the Dodgers order. Leading off the bottom of the second is Brett Butler. He hit his two homers coming against right-handed pitching. Smiley, of course, is a lefty. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 2. Butler frozen by a slider on the outside corner for strike 3, and that will be the first out of the inning. The third strikeout today for Smiley. Here's Mike Sharperson. Sharperson hit both of his home runs against left-handed pitching. Smiley will look in to Lavalier for the sign. Pirates up 1-0. Game 3 of the NLCS. Pirates with a 2-0 series lead. Dodgers would be facing elimination with a loss. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 9 is an in-play 5. And against a lefty, Sharper will get a hold of that one. And that's going to be a double for the first Dodger hit of the day. And the first Dodgers base runner. Here's Juan Samuel. Samuel hit 7 of his 12 homers against left-handed pitching. Sharperson, not a threat to do much on the base paths. Smiley will give him a glance anyway. Smiley will turn to steal with Samuel. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 2 is an in-play 62, and it's a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one is going to be Varsho. He'll make the play for the second out of the inning. Sharperson's got enough speed. He will make it to third on the fly out. Actually, is that a tough result or a patient? That was an in-play. So all of the pitcher results, runner in second with a run rating of 7 or higher. And okay. So yeah, that was an F9, which means Sharperson will make third. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray hit 6 of his 19 home runs against right-handed pitching. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Dodger Stadium hoping for a good hit to get Sharperson in. Pirates hoping to keep the score right where it is. Smiley will look into Lavalier for the sign. He'll glance over to Sharperson at third. Smiley will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a patient 33. And that's actually against a lefty. Murray's going to get a hold of that one. And that's going to be a double. Sharperson will walk to the plate. Murray will be safe at second, and this game is tied. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Mike Scotia. Scotia hit 3 of his 8 homers against left-handed pitching. He's actually got pretty good power against lefties. Smiley looking over to Murray at second. Turns to Scotia at the plate. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 66. And it's a ground ball over to short. Getting after that one is going to be Bell. He'll throw it over to first, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 doubles, and this game is tied at 1 after 2. Top of the third coming up, and the Dodgers will have the 2, 3, 4 of the Pirates order to deal with. Leading off the top of the third for the Pirates, as Belcher finishes up his warm-up tosses, is Varsho. Varsho today reached on an error back in the first. And then he was part of the bases loaded that the Pirates left. Belcher looking into Scotia for the sign. Belcher will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 5 is going to be a patient 18, and Varsho will lead the inning off as a curveball misses the zone for ball 4, and Varsho's on with a leadoff walk. Infield will go to double play depth as there's the ever-dangerous Barry Bonds. Could they try to send Varsho to second? Bonds today, though, he reached on a walk as well. Varsho would be a B4, which is an excellent chance to steal. Jump of 5 against a hold of 8. Jump of 5, hold of 8. They're going to try to send him. 63 or less, he gets the jump. That's a 60, which I think is still good enough. Jump of 5, hold of 8. Yep, that is plenty good enough. Varsho's off to second with an excellent chance. And Varsho picked a good pitch to run on. He picked a curveball to run on. Varsho will make it to second easily on the stolen base. That will take away the double play on a heads-up play by the Pirates. Now nobody out. Belcher will turn back to deal with Bonds again. Belcher will get the sign from Scotia. He will set, looking over to Varsho at second. Turns back to Bonds. Belcher will kick. Here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 39, and that's going to be ball 4. Bonds reaches as a curveball now, misses the zone. That'll bring the double play back to the table, and here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today struck out swinging his first time up. Pirates thinking about sending Varsho to third. That could potentially force the corners in. They're going to see if Varsho makes it. They're going to see if Varsho can get the jump again to go to third. They're willing to run on this Dodger team to try to take control of this series. 63 or less, Varsho gets the jump again. That's a 2. Varsho's off to third on another excellent chance. Ooh, Scotia called for a pitch out, and he makes the throw over to third, but it's not quite in time. Varsho will get under the tag just barely, and Varsho will be safe at third with another stolen base. The Pirates seem to have found a rhythm on running on the Dodgers. The Dodgers are going to have to call the corners in to try to turn 2 up the middle. Belcher will now turn and deal with Bonilla. Dodgers fans, very nervous right now. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Belcher will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 0-0. We're going to have a rare play with men on. So another rare play. This time patient with men on. Runners on base, patient. Here we are. All right. Let's see, a 57. Catcher's unable to hang on to the pitch, and it rolls to the backstop. All runners advance one base. If catcher has an arm of 1, he throws it to the lead base and the batter is out, returning to the base after rounding it. Other catchers throw wildly, allowing runners to advance an extra base. Batter walks. Scotia's got an arm of 4, which means Varsho is actually going to score on a wild pitch. So Varsho will come into the plate. Will come in to score after running his way over to third. Bonds will make it to second. Score will be 2-1 in favor of the Pirates. All right, we established catcher has an arm rating of 4, so he's going to throw wildly, allowing Bonds to advance an extra base. So Bonds will be at first, or at third. Bonilla will be at first on the walk. And the score is now 2-1 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium barfs. Blech. And that is the 6th walk Belcher's given up. We're going to get some activity in the Dodger bullpen already. The Dodgers are not fond of having to go to the bullpen this early, but they're going to look at it. Starting to get loose for the Dodgers. They need long relief badly. The Dodgers are going to get Jim Gott warming up in the Dodger bullpen. This 6 walk thing is not working for the Dodgers today. Especially now that the score is 2-1 Pirates. And here's Andy Van Slyke. The corners are still going to be in. The Pirates somehow only have 1 hit, but they also have a 2-1 lead. Van Slyke today also reached on a walk. Dodger fans, wrong team. It should be 2-1 Pirates, not 2-1 Dodgers. Now that we've got that straight, Belcher will get the sign from Scotia. Corners are still in, looking for a double play up the middle. Belcher will get the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be an in-play 32. And against a righty, that's going to get popped up on the infield. Coming under that one is going to be Murray. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. Corners are still going to play in. Here's Merced. Merced today struck out swinging his first time up. Belcher will get the sign from Scotia. Dodger Stadium, very nervous. They're hoping for a good pitch here. Pirates bench, hoping for a good hit. Belcher will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is going to be a patient 30. And against a righty, that's ball 4. Slider misses the zone, and the bases are full of Pirates. 7th walk given up by Belcher today. They're going to get him out of the inning, and then the Dodgers are planning to let Belcher get out of the inning, and then they're going to go to the bullpen for long relief. Here's Jay Bell. Bell today is 0 for 1. He struck out looking his first time up. The infield, do they play corners in? They're going to play corners in, try for the double play, but also prevent the run from scoring potentially. Belcher will look into Scotia for the sign. Belcher will set. Dodger Stadium hoping for a good pitch. Belcher will kick. Here's the pitch. 6 is an in-play 93. It's a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one is going to be Javier. He'll make the catch, and that will be the second out of the inning. Since that was was that patient to start the at-bat? That was in play, so Bonds will score on the sacrifice fly. Bonds will come in to score. Bonilla will make third, I believe, that was an F7 actually, so hold on. Well, Bonds will score anyway. That was an F7, so Bonilla and Merced will both hold, but Bonds will score on the sacrifice fly. Score is now 3-1 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Merced. Merced today... No. Lind. Lind today flew out his first time up. Belcher will get the sign from Merced, not from Merced. Belcher will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 79. That's a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one for the Dodgers will be Butler. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 4 walks, and a sacrifice fly. The score is now 3-1 in favor of the Pirates. The pitcher's spot is actually due to lead off the inning, and I think the Dodgers have very much seen enough of Tim Belcher today. They're going to pull him from the game already. Let's see, so he gave up one hit, 3 runs, all earned. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 walks. Struck out 1, 2, 3. No hit batters, no balks, no wild pitches, faced 17. That was a terrible outing for Tim Belcher. So he's out of the game, and coming in to pinch hit for the Dodgers will be Mitch Webster. He hit his only home run against left-handed pitching in 91. Where do I want the... I'll put the bench there. Actually, we'll move things around a little bit here. And then Jim Gott is going to bat off of pitcher hitting card 15. Okay. Let me finish making a couple notes, and then we can finally get this show back on the road. Okay. Now that we're all set there, Webster will walk up to the plate. He'll take his warm-up swings. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. 3-1 Pirates, Game 3, bottom of the 3rd. Hopefully enough 3s for a little while. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a patient 33, and Webster will lead off the inning with a walk. Changeup misses the zone. Pirates will go to double play depth, as here's Stan Javier. Javier today struck out swinging his first time up. Smiley will get the sign from Webster. Not much of a threat to do much on the base pass. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Glance over to Webster. Here's the pitch. And I lost one of my dice. Okay. 10 is a tough 25. And Javier is going to swing through a curveball for strike 3. That will be the first out of the inning. And here's Alfredo Griffin. Griffin today flew out his first time up. Smiley looking into Lavalier for the sign. Smiley will set. He'll glance over to Webster at first. Turn back to Griffin at the plate. Smiley will kick. Here's the pitch. 12 is a defense check. Somebody's got to play defense for the Pirates. That ball is at the second base on a possible error chance. Going after that for the Pirates is Lind. His error rating is a 3. No, he won't get it. He'll boot that one, and that will be a one-base error, and everybody will move up. So that's going to be an E5, an E4. Webster to second, Griffin to first. And here's the ever-dangerous Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry today, he struck out swinging his first time up, though. Smiley looking into Lavalier for the sign. He gets it. He'll set. Glance over to Webster at second, Griffin at first. Turn back to Strawberry. Smiley will kick, and here's the pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 16 is wheelhouse. Strawberry thinks he's got one. And for the first time this entire series, the Dodgers will take the lead with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Barry Bonds going back for that one. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that one is just barely going to clear the wall and end up in the first few rows. Home run, Darryl Strawberry. A 3-run home run for the Dodgers. And that will make the score 4-3 in favor of the Dodgers. Stadium cheers. Yay! And that's the first time all series the Dodgers have led. Here's Brett Butler. Butler today struck out looking his first time up. Smiley's got to shake that one off. Smiley will look in at Scotia for the sign. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 57, and that's going to be a ground ball over to third. Bonilla will get to that one. He'll fire it over to second for the second out of the inning. Here's Sharperson. Sharperson today is 1 for 1 with a double. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 5 is an in-play 75. It's a fly ball into center field. Van Slyke ranging back for that one slightly, but he'll have plenty of room before the track. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 3 runs on 1 hit, a walk, and an error. The hit being a 3-run home run by Darryl Strawberry. And for the first time all series, the Dodgers have the lead 4-3 after 3. Top of the 4th coming up, and we're looking at the bottom of the Pirates' order due up next. Coming in to pitch for the Dodgers will be Jim Gott. 4-3 with a 2.96 ERA, 76 innings pitched, 63 hits, 5 homers, 32 walks, 73 strikeouts. Leading off the top of the 4th for the Pirates is John Smiley. Smiley had a base hit, surprisingly, on a rare play. Gott will look into Scotia for the sign. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 54, and Smiley is going to swing through the high heat for strike 3, and that will be the first. That'll be the first out of the inning. I was about to note that on the Dodgers score sheet. Good thing I looked at that again. Here's Lavalier. Lavalier is 0 for 1 with a walk, and he's hit into a double play. Gott will look into Scotia for the sign. Gott has managed to get Belcher off the hook for the loss. Gott will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 43, and that's going to be a ground ball right back to Gott. He'll underhand it over to first for the second out of the inning. And here's Gary Varsho. Varsho doesn't have an official at bat. He reached on an error, a walk, and stolen 2 bases. Gott looking into Scotia for the sign. Gott will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be a patient 67. And against a righty, Varsho will get a hold of that one, and that will be a 2-out single. And here's Barry Bonds. Bonds today is... He has 2 walks today. He has not reached base within... He doesn't have an official at bat yet. Varsho is a jump of 5 against a hold of 7. Jump of 5, hold of 7. They're not going to try that, especially not with 2 outs. Gott will get the sign from Scotia. Bonds waits for the pitch. Gott will kick. Here's the pitch. 4 is a defense check. Somebody's got to play defense for the Dodgers. That ball is at the third base. Going after that is going to be Sharperson on a possible error chance. Sharperson's error rating at third is a 5. He's got that one easily. That's going to be a ground ball. He'll fire it over to second, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the hit for the Pirates. Score remains 4-3 LA heading into the bottom of the fourth. Home cooking might have been just what the Dodgers needed to get back in this series, but we'll find out soon enough. Smiley will finish up his warm-up tosses as he's looking at the middle of the Dodgers order. Leading off is Juan Samuel. Samuel today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Smiley gets the sign from Lavalier. Make one more note here. Okay. We're all good there. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 2 is an in-play 20. And against the lefty, Samuel will lead off the inning with a base hit as a seeing eye single gets out of the infield. Pirates will go to double play depth. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray is 1 for 1 with a double. Samuel would be a C4, which would be a very good chance. Jump of 4 against a hold of 10. He's going to stay put. Murray's got... is he going to stay put, actually? They're going to hold him at second. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. Smiley will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is an in-play 41. That's going to be a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Let's see if the Pirates can turn 2. It will be a 7 or less on 2d6. 2 outs. Smiley gets that one. He'll turn and fire that over to... to Bell at short. Bell will fire over to Merced at first. That will be a 1-6-3 double play for 2 outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Mike Scotia. Scotia today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Smiley will look into Lavalier for the sign. Smiley will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 3 is going to be a tough 77, and it's going to be a fly ball into center field. Van Slyke will make that catch on the jog, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers on 1 hit in the bottom of the fourth. Score remains 4-3 Los Angeles after 4. Top of the fifth, and we're looking at the middle of the Pirates order due up next. Gott will finish his warm-up tosses as Bobby Bonilla will step into the batter's box. Bonilla today is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging, and he's got a walk. 4-3 Dodgers, Game 3 of the NLCS. A 1-run lead is hardly safe against this Pirates lineup. Gott will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 38, and that's ball 4. Bonilla will reach on a leadoff walk as a slider misses the zone. Here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Dodgers will go to double play depth. Bonilla not a threat to do much on the base paths today. Gott will look into Scotia for the sign. Van Slyke will wait for the pitch. Gott will set. He will kick. Here's the pitch. 4 is going to be a defense check. Where's that ball being hit? That ball is being hit to second base on a possible error chance. Going after that one is Samuel. His error rating is a 3. And he makes the play easily. That'll be a ground ball, and they'll take the fielder's choice. So Bonilla will be thrown out at first. Van Slyke will reach on the fielder's choice. So Bonilla's out. Van Slyke is safe at first on the fielder's choice. And here's Orlando Merced. The infield will still be at double play depth. Merced today is 0 for 1. Struck out and reached on a walk. Van Slyke is a jump of 4 against a hold of 7. He probably would make it to second if he can get the jump. He needs a 56 or less to get it. Actually, jump of 4 against a hold of 7. They're going to try it. Merced hits into a decent amount of double plays, and the Pirates don't want to take a chance. 56 or less, Van Slyke gets the jump. That's a 75. Van Slyke will stay put. Gott will look into Scotia for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 32. And Merced's going to swing through a slider for strike 3, and that will be the second out of the inning. And here's Jay Bell. Bell is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sacrifice fly. Van Slyke is not going to try to run here with 2 outs. Actually, could he try to run with 2 outs? A single would score him here. A single would score him with 2 outs. I think they're going to try it. They're going to try it again. 56 or less, he gets the jump, and he would be an excellent chance. Van Slyke is off to second on an excellent chance. And it's a good play by Scotia to get the ball up there, but Van Slyke is going to get under the tag, and he'll be safe at second on the stolen base. So now a single ties this game with 2 outs. Gott will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Pirates are willing to risk it here a little bit. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 89. Unfortunately, that's going to come to nothing because that's going to be a ground ball over to short. Griffin will get to that one. He'll throw it over to first, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Pirates, even though Van Slyke was able to steal a base. Score remains 4-3 Dodgers as we head into the bottom of the 5th. Smiley will finish up his warm-up tosses as he's looking at the top of the Dodgers order. Leading off is Jim Gott. The pitcher's spot today has a walk. Smiley will look into Lavalier for the sign. Gott hits off of pitching card 15, or pitcher hitting card 15. Smiley gets the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 2 is an in-play 97. That's a fly ball into left field. Bonds will get under that one with no problem. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And here's Javier. Javier is 0 for 2. He struck out twice today. Smiley trying to keep this game right where it is. Dodgers want to extend the lead. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a patient 18, and that's going to be ball 4. Javier will reach with a 1-out walk. The Heat misses the zone, and Javier finds himself on with a 1-out walk. Here's Alfredo Griffin. Griffin is 0 for 1. He reached on an error. Infield will go to double play depth. Jump of 4 against a hold of 10 for Javier. Griffin doesn't hit into a lot of double plays, though. He doesn't have good power. They're going to leave Javier right where he is. Smiley will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be an in-play 86. That's a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Bell. We need to see if they turn the double play. It's going to be a 6 or less on 2d6. No! Javier will make second, and the only play the Pirates have will be to first, as Javier will advance on the sacrifice hit, but there are 2 outs in the inning. Here's Strawberry, though. Strawberry gave the Dodgers the lead with a 3-run homer back in the 3rd. Smiley trying to get out of the inning. Smiley will look in at Lavalier for the sign. Strawberry looking for another pitch to hit. Smiley will set. He will kick, and here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough one, and Strawberry is going to get frozen by the heat for strike 3. That will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Dodgers, but the score remains 4-3 Dodgers after 5. Top of the 6th coming up, and we'll be looking at the bottom of the Pirates' order due up next. We've got activity for both the Dodgers and the Pirates coming up in their bullpens. Roger McDowell is warming up for the Dodgers, and Bob Kipper is starting to get loose for the Pirates. Gott will finish up his warm-up tosses as leading off the top of the 6th will be Jose Lind. Lind today is 0 for 2. Gott will look in at Scotia for the sign. Dodger Stadium a little bit nervous. They know they've got a 4-3 lead, but this is a very powerful Pirates lineup. A 1-run lead is far from safe against the Pirates. Gott will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is going to be a patient 71, and that's going to be a ground ball over to second. Getting to that one is going to be Samuel ranging to his left. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. John Smiley is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pinch hit for the Pirates will be... who are the Pirates going to bring in to pinch hit? They're going to bring in Steve Buscemi to pinch hit. He hit one of his 4 homers against right-handed pitching. Right. Okay, now that we're all set there, Gott will get the sign from Scotia. He will set, pitching to Buscemi. Gott will wind up. Gott will kick. Here's the pitch. 2 is a wheelhouse 49. Oh, that's going to be just a little bit too high. That's going to be a ground ball over to third. Sharperson will throw that one across the diamond, and that will be the first out of the inning, or the second out of the inning. Buscemi can't believe he didn't get that one out of the park. He's not happy with that one. And here's Lavalier with 2 outs. Lavalier today is 0 for 2. He's hit into a double play, and he's walked. Pirates know they should have had that one out. Gott will get the sign from Scotia. Dodger Stadium on their feet. Gott will kick. Here's the pitch. 3 is a tough 81, and that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting after that one is going to be Butler. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the top of the 6th. As the bottom of the 6th, we'll see the middle of the Dodgers order coming up next. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Bob Kipper. 2-2 with a 4.65 ERA, 60 innings pitched, 60 hits, 7 homers, 22 walks, 38 strikeouts. He's charged with the middle of the Dodgers order. Leading off the bottom of the 6th is Brett Butler. Butler today is 0 for 2. Kipper will get the sign from Lavalier. Kipper will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 88, and that's going to be a ground ball over to second. Lind will pick that one up. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. And here's Mike Sharperson. Sharperson today is 1 for 2 with a double. Strawberry's 3-run homer remains the difference. Kipper gets the sign from Lavalier. Kipper will set. Dodger Stadium hoping for a good hit. Kipper will kick. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 0-0. We're going to have a rare play. We're going to have another rare play with the bases empty for a tough rare play. Here we are. That's a 0. Batter appears to injure himself while trying to check his swing at a borderline pitch and strikes out. Check the batter for injury. This could be bad. So 2 outs. Injury chart. Sharperson is normal. On a 53, he's injured for the remainder of the game plus 1 game. So Sharperson will miss game 4. Just going to make a note here. So the Dodgers are going to need a new third baseman. Let me see if the Dodgers have a new third baseman, have another third baseman. They do. Taking over at third base will be Lenny Harris for Sharperson. I'll just make a note on the Dodgers score sheet. And Lenny Harris will be in the 5 spot in the batting order as well. Coming in, next up we have Juan Samuel. Samuel today is 1 for 2. Kipper will look into Lavalier for the sign. 2 outs in the inning on the rare play. Sharperson also injuring himself. Kipper will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 8. Samuel is going to get frozen by the high heat for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th. Score is still 4-3 LA after 6. Top of the 7th, and we will see a pitching change for the Dodgers. Gott's going to come out of the game, and coming in to pitch for the Dodgers will be Roger McDowell. 6-3 with a 2.55 ERA, 42 1/3 innings pitched, 39 hits, 3 homers, 16 walks, 22 strikeouts. We're also going to get some activity in the Pirates bullpen as they're going to start. Neil Heaton warming up. All right, leading off the top of the 7th for the Pirates will be Gary Varsho. Varsho today is 1 for 1 with a single, reached on a walk and an error, and stolen 2 bases. McDowell will look into Scotia for the sign. Dodger Stadium, very nervous. McDowell will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a ballpark check. 36 is wheelhouse. Varsho thinks he's got a hold of one. No! What he's got is a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Samuel. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. Varsho couldn't believe he couldn't get a hold of that one. And here's Barry Bonds. Bonds today is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Before we get to Bonds' at bat, I do need to change my battery. McDowell knows a mistake to Bonds probably means we're looking at a tie game. McDowell knows he's got to be very careful with Bonds. He will look in to Scotia for the sign. McDowell will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 41, and that's going to be a line drive right to second. Putting up his glove in self-defense is going to be Samuel. Pow! As the ball slams into it, that will be the second out of the inning. And here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and 2 walks. McDowell knows Bonilla is another one he's got to be careful with. McDowell will look in at Scotia for the sign. McDowell will set. Dodger Stadium on their feet. Here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 35. And against a righty, Bonilla's going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. He'll smack that one into right field for a single. And with 2 outs, here comes Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 2 with a walk, and he reached on a fielder's choice back in the 5th. We are going to get more activity in the Dodger bullpen, as warming up for the Dodgers will be... Dodgers are going to start John Candelaria warming up in the bullpen. 4-3 Dodgers. Top of the 7th, Game 3 of the NLCS. Pirates lead the series 2-0. Dodgers trying to get back in this series. McDowell looking at Scotia for the sign. Van Slyke is another problem. McDowell will set. He'll glance to Bonilla at first. McDowell turns back to the plate. He will kick. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 29, and that's going to be just a little bit too high. That's going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that one will be Griffin. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the single for the Pirates. Score remains 4-3 Dodgers as we head into the bottom of the 7th for the 7th inning stretch. All right, getting a quick stretch in. I'm going to shut my camera off for just a second. I'm going to take a quick second here to compile stats for Kipper. This shouldn't take too long. But Kipper is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Neil Heaton. 3-3 with a 4.33 ERA. 68 2/3 innings pitched, 72 hits, 6 homers, 21 walks, and 34 strikeouts in 91. He will be looking at the bottom of the Dodgers order. Leading off the bottom of the 7th is going to be Eddie Murray. Murray today is 1 for 2 with a double. Heaton will get the sign from Lavalier. Heaton will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a tough 65, and that's going to be a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Lind. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. And here's Scotia. Scotia today is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out. Heaton looks in at Lavalier for the sign. Dodger Stadium on their feet, hoping to get some more runs. Heaton will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a tough 18, and Scotia's going to swing through the high heat from Heaton for strike 3, and that will be the second out of the inning. Roger McDowell is going to come out of the game. I've already compiled stats for him. Coming in to pinch hit for the Dodgers will be Gary Carter. He hit 3 of his 6 home runs against left-handed pitching, and Heaton is, of course, a lefty. That should be in the 7th. Also help if I note it on the right sheet. Alright, now that we've got that figured out, Heaton will look into Lavalier for the sign on how to deal with Carter, the pinch hitter for McDowell. Heaton will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 70, and that's going to be a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up once again is going to be Lind. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th. Score remains 4-3 LA after 7. Top of the 8th, and we will need a new pitcher for the Dodgers. Coming in to pitch for the Dodgers will be John Candelaria. 1-1 with a 3.74 ERA, 33 2/3 innings pitched, 31 hits, 3 homers, 11 walks, 38 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with the middle bottom of the Pirates order. Leading off the top of the 8th will be Orlando Merced. Merced today is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Candelaria will look in at Scotia for the sign. Candelaria will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 84, and that's going to be a ground ball over to short. Griffin will pick that one up, and he'll send it over to first for the first out of the inning. And here's Bell. Bell today is 0 for 3. Candelaria looking into Scotia for the sign. 4-3 Dodgers, Game 3 of the NLCS. Dodgers trying to stay away from the wall. Candelaria will set. Dodger Stadium buzzing. Here's the pitch. 3 is a patient 79, and against the lefty, Bell will get a hold of that one, and that will be a base hit, as that will get out of the infield. And here's Jose Lind. Lind today is 0 for 3. Dodgers will go to double play depth. Jump of 4 against a hold of 9 for... That's a 0 to 70. Bell is a C4, which is a very good chance. I think the Pirates are going to try to get the jump here with Bell, especially since Lind hits into a fair amount of double plays. 1 to 70, Bell gets the jump on a very good chance. That's a 51. Bell is off to second on a very good chance. And the throw will get up to second, but it won't be in time. Bell will be safe at second with a stolen base. And just like that, the double play is gone for the Dodgers. Now Candelaria will turn and deal with Lind. A single potentially ties this game. Candelaria will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a ballpark 21. Uh-oh! Wheelhouse. Lind thinks he's got a hold of one. And that's going to be a base hit. Against the lefty, that'll be a base hit. Opposite field liner into right field. Runner on first and second, both advance one base. So that's going to be an S9. And we have runners at the corners with 1 out. Heaton, ooh, this is a tough one. Do you let Heaton bat here? Not a chance. Not with a chance to potentially tie this game. Heaton's going to come out of the game. I'll compile stats for him, which once again won't take long. Coming in to pinch hit for the Pirates, they need somebody who can hit lefties well. It's going to be... It's got a decent section on tough. They're going to bring Gary Reedus in to pinch hit. He hit 5 of his 7 homers against left-handed pitching. All right, so... Right, let me note this on the right sheet. The infield is going to play... Are they going to play totally in or just the corners in? They're going to play the corners in to try to get the double play to get out of the inning. Candelaria, Dodger Stadium looking nervous. Pirates with a golden opportunity to tie the game. Could Lind try to steal a base here and take away the double play from the Dodgers? He would be a C4, which would be a very good chance. Jump of 4 against a hold of 9. They're going to try sending Lind to second to try to take away the double play. 70 and under, Lind will get the jump. That's a 42. Lind is off to second on a very good chance. Oh boy, refer to the previous card's 1d6 result. 1 to 3 is out. 1d6. Where is the... I don't think we have a 1d6 result. Oh, okay. I think the 1d6 is that number. All right, so 1 to 3, out and check the runner for injury. 4 to 6 is actually a 6, so Lind will be safe, and we have to check the fielder for an injury. So Lind is going to make it to second on a stolen base. And the second baseman for the Dodgers is... Oh, this could be a big problem, because the second baseman right now is Harris. He had to come in... No, second baseman is not Harris. The second baseman is Samuel. His injury rating is durable. But he'll shake that one off. Lind will be safe at second with the stolen base, though. And now the Dodgers have a lot of problems on their hands, because now the double play's gone. Now they've got to play the entire infield in. So Lind makes second on the stolen base. And now the Pirates are very much threatening to blow this game open. Dodger Stadium is looking very, very nervous right now. Let me find the infield in chart because I will most likely be needing that. Here we are. Got it. Okay. Candelaria will look in at Scotia for the sign. Dodgers Stadium hoping for a phenomenal pitch here. Candelaria will set. He will pitch. 9 is a patient 38. And against the lefty, Ritas will get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a double. I don't think we have to check it, but it's going to be an opposite field shot into right field, and the Pirates will take the lead on a one-out double by Gary Ritas. Bell will score, as will Lind, and the Pirates now have a 5-4 lead on the double by Ritas. Stadium barfs. Bleh. Pirates bench cheers. Yay! And stepping into the batter's box now is Mike Lavaliere. Still one out. The infield's got to play back. Lavaliere today is 0 for 4. Could they try to send Ritas over to third with a stolen base? Jump of 5 against a hold of 9. Jump of 5, hold of 9. He would be an excellent chance. The Pirates are going to see if they can send Ritas over because now the Pirates want some insurance. So he needs a 70 or less to get the jump over to third. That's a 59, but that's a 12. There's a potential pickoff play. So the hold is his hold is a 9, which means we have to roll percentile dice. That's a 59. Ritas will get back. That was a close play. I don't think that's the first time I think I've ever had a pickoff play in payoff pitch. So now Candelaria will turn and deal with Lavaliere. Candelaria will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 90. And that's going to be a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Samuel. Yep, he will fire that over to first, and that will be the second out of the inning. Ritas with a base running rating of an 8. I believe he takes third on the play. When it's fielded by the second baseman. Yep, so Ritas will make it to third. But there are 2 outs in the inning for Gary Varsho. Varsho today is 1 for 2 with a single, reached on a walk, and an error, and he's stolen 2 bases. Ritas looking over at third. Candelaria looking a little bit nervous. Dodger Stadium can't believe what they're seeing. Candelaria will get the sign from Scotia. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 34. Varsho is going to swing through a curveball for strike 3, and that will retire the side. But damage has been done. 2 runs on 3 hits, and the Pirates have now taken a 5-4 lead heading into the bottom of the 8th. I think I'm doing it like this. All right, Heaton's got to come out of the game because I pinch hit for him. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates, I forgot to get anybody warming up. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Roger Mason. 3-2 with a 3.03 ERA, 29 2/3 innings pitched, 11 hits, 2 homers, 6 walks, and 21 strikeouts. And starting to warm up for the Pirates is going to be... Where is he? Here we are. We're going to get Stan Belinda warming up for the Pirates. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. Wait, I just wrote the wrong pitchers because I'm a derp. Alright. And... Oh no, Roger Mason is coming in to pitch. Never mind. Okay. And then we need a pitcher for the... Actually, do we need a pitcher for the Dodgers? We don't yet, but we will get activity in the Dodger bullpen. Warming up for the Dodgers will be... Who is going to start warming up for the Dodgers? I think it's going to be... they're going to get Tim Crews warming up in the Dodger bullpen. I'll compile stats for Candelaria, but the Dodgers are at the plate with the top of their order due up. Sorry for the ramble. As now stepping into the batter's box is Stan Javier after all of that. Javier today has struck out twice. Mason will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is an in-play 39, and that's going to be a ground ball right back to Mason. He'll take that, he'll underhand it over to first for the first out of the inning. And here's Griffin. Griffin today is 0 for 2. Is 0 for 1 and reached on an error and has a sacrifice hit. Mason gets the sign from Lavalier. Mason will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 74. It's a ground ball over to second. Lind will pick that one up. He'll throw it over to second for the second out of the inning. And here's Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry today is 1 for 3, but a 3-run home run. Pirates have taken a 5-4 lead. Game 3 of the NLCS. Mason gets the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is a wheelhouse 93. Against the righty, that's going to be just a little bit too high. That's going to be a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one is going to be Varsho on the run. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th. And after 8, the Pirates have taken a 5-4 lead. We'll get ready for the top of the 9th, where the Pirates will be sending the heart of their order to the plate. Candelaria is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Dodgers will be Tim Crews. 2-3 with a 3.43 ERA, 76 innings pitched, 75 hits, 7 homers, 19 walks, and 53 strikeouts in 91. The Pirates looking for insurance, and they've got the heart of their order to try to get it for them. Leading off the top of the 9th will be Barry Bonds. Bonds today is 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Crews gets the sign from Scotia. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 32. And against a righty, Bonds is going to get a hold of that one, get that out of the infield, and that will be a leadoff single for Barry Bonds. The Dodgers will go to double play depth, as here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today is 1 for 2 with a single and 2 walks. Bonds is a jump of 7 against a hold of 10. Ooh, tempting to steal a base, especially since Bonilla does hit into double plays. And the Pirates are going to give Bonds the steal sign. Let's see if he can get the jump here. He needs a 90 or less to get the jump. That's an 89, just barely, but Bonds will be off. B4 is an excellent chance. And Bonds will reach base, as the throw will get there in time, but there won't be a play. Bonds will make it with a stolen base. And that will be the 5th stolen base by the Pirates today. They are definitely willing to make things happen on the base paths. But that will take away the double play for the Dodgers. Crews looking in at Scotia for the sign. Dodger Stadium nervous. Bonds represents much-needed insurance for the Pirates. Crews will get the sign from Scotia. Crews will set, and here comes the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 36. And against a righty, Bonilla's going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a single. On a sharp liner into center field, how big is that steal by Bonds now? Bonds will come in to score. Bonilla will be safe at first, and the score is now 6-4 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium groans. Ugh. And still nobody out. The Dodgers will go back to double play depth, as here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 3 with a walk. Bonilla, not much of a threat to do much on the base paths. Dodgers are at double play depth. Cruz gets the sign from Scotia. Van Slyke waits for the pitch. Cruz will set, and here's the pitch. 8 is an in-play 17. And against a righty, Van Slyke will get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. On a line drive into center field, runner on first advances one base. So Bonilla will advance to second. Van Slyke will be safe at first. And there's still nobody out in the inning. Here's Merced. Merced today is 0 for 3. He's reached on a walk. Bonilla at second. Van Slyke at first. Dodger Stadium can't believe what they're seeing. Cruz looks to be almost in shock. The Dodgers looked like they were going to get back into the series. Pirates said, not so fast, guys. Cruz gets a sign from Scotia. Cruz will set. Merced will wait for the pitch, as will Dodger Stadium. Here is the pitch. 8 is an in-play 35, and that's going to be popped up on the infield. Moving slightly into foul territory for that one's going to be Murray, but he'll make the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. And here's Bell. Bell today is 1 for 4 with a single, a sacrifice fly, and a stolen base. Cruz will get the sign from Scotia. Cruz will set. Dodger Stadium hoping for a good pitch. Bell will wait. Cruz will kick. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 92. It's a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one is going to be Javier. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. And here's Lind. Lind today is 1 for 4 with a single and a stolen base of his own. 6-4 Pirates. Game 3 of the NLCS. Bonilla at second. Van Slyke at first. Cruz gets the sign from Scotia. Cruz will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 62. And it's a fly ball into right field. Strawberry will pull that one down, and that will be the third out of the inning. 1 run on 3 hits and a stolen base. And the score is now 6-4 in favor of the Pirates. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Roger Mason is going to come out of the game. I've compiled stats for him already. We'll compile stats for Cruz real quick. Let's see. 1 inning pitched. 3 hits. 1 run. It was earned. No walks. No strikeouts. None of that. And faced 6. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Stan Belinda. 7-5 with a 3.45 ERA. 78 and a third innings pitched. 50 hits, 10 homers, 35 walks, 71 strikeouts. Belinda this postseason has at least 1 save, I'm sure. Let me look here, because I started keeping the sheets separately. A complete game in Game 2. How about in Game 1? Belinda got a hold in Game 1 against the Dodgers. How about in the NLDS against the Mets? He got the save in Game 1 against the Mets. What about in Game 3? Nope, I think the lead was too big for a hold, for a save there. In Game 4... Nope, so Belinda does have a hold in this postseason. In order to get the save here, though, he's got to navigate the middle of the Dodgers' order. Leading off the bottom of the 9th for the Dodgers is Brett Butler. Butler today is 0 for 3. Actually, let's put that there. Belinda will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Dodger Stadium on their feet, hoping the Dodgers get some 9th inning magic here. Belinda will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 7. And Butler's going to get frozen by the high heat for strike 3. And that will be the first out of the inning. Here's Lenny Harris. I don't think we've had him at the plate yet. He hit 2 of his 3 home runs in 91 against right-handed pitching. Belinda will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 60, and it's a fly ball into left field. Bonds taking a couple steps to his right, but he'll get that one, and that will be the second out of the inning. And the last chance for the Dodgers comes down to Juan Samuel. Samuel today, though, is 1 for 3. Dodger Stadium on their feet. The next out, the Dodgers face the firing squad on Friday. The Dodgers need to get Samuel on base here. Belinda wants to put the blindfold and the cigarette on the Dodgers and put them against the wall. Belinda looks into Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Samuel will brace. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 93. It's a fly ball into left field. Samuel slams the bat down in frustration. Bonds will get under that one. He's taking a couple steps back, but he'll have plenty of room before the track. He puts out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Pittsburgh Pirates take a 3-0 lead in the series with a come-from-behind 6-4 victory. Actually, a 6-4 victory over the Dodgers. I had one in the 8th when the Dodgers didn't score. Final line score coming up. For the Pirates, 6 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. For the Dodgers, 4 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. Winning pitcher out of this is going to be... Who was on the mound when the Pirates took the lead for good? It was in the 8th it happened. Roger Mason's going to end up with the win. John Candelaria is going to end up with the loss. And Stan Belinda is going to end up with the save. And the Pittsburgh Pirates now have a 3-0 stranglehold on this series. And that will do it for this playthrough of Payoff Pitch Baseball. Later this afternoon, we're going to have Game 4 of the American League Championship Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland Athletics. Like the Pirates, the Athletics hold a 3-0 lead in that series. Tomorrow, I don't know exactly when tomorrow, but we are going to have Game 4 of the NLCS between the Dodgers and the Pirates. The Pirates now have a 3-0 lead in that series. As for what else is coming up on the channel, Saturday, Mystical Munchies will start out of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Black Spire Outpost Cookbook with the appetizer, Cat's Kettle Corn. Sunday, we're playing Space Empires 4X from GMT Games as game number 6 on my Tack-Up Wargaming list. Wednesday, we're playing Astro Knights from Indie Boards and Cards for the very first time, and that will be a learning game. As for the playoffs, I'm not sure exactly what's coming up. Stay tuned for scheduling on that. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.